Look, DTO family, the brutal truth behind chasing your dream life is that you won't receive help along the way. You see, you'll go ahead and be like, okay, on my dream life, I know I got my friends to support me. I know my mom's gonna support me. I know such and such gonna support me. But when you keep going and you keep getting the emotions of it and you're not seeing progress and you're not seeing success, or shoot, you have designs that keep coming and failing, or you have plans that you're making and they just keep failing, you don't see any success, no one is gonna wanna support you. You see, no one goes ahead and bets on another person. You see, a lot of people don't even like to gamble. So no one's gonna go ahead and put their money into shooting an investment that they don't know if they're gonna get their money back from. So at the end of the day, you have to learn to bet on yourself. At the end of the day, you have to know that going into chasing your dream life, the only person who's gonna bet on you is you. And if you don't bet on yourself, then you truly won't get anywhere. If I didn't bet on myself, then shoot, I would still probably be working my job. I feel like I still need a job, but the security that comes with it isn't something I want. I want to be able to have security in having my own business that comes with having my own business, my own time management, my own being able to do pretty much whatever it is I want to do. The security that comes with being your own boss comes at a price, is what I'm trying to tell you. So at the end of the day, when you're chasing your dream life, you're not gonna have a lot of support on your come up. You're gonna have a lot of support when you start getting the emotions, and when you're halfway there, you're gonna have support. That's when everybody's gonna wanna support you once they see your vision start to come to life. Once they see your new clothes drop, once they see your new design that you knew that you could finally make, your new fire design that come out, that's when everybody gonna wanna support you. But when you first start off, you're not gonna have any help, you're not gonna have any support. So what I'm really trying to get into your mental and get into your mind space is that you gotta grind without support. You gotta keep going throughout the motions without support. You gotta go throughout the up and downs of the days where you have no progress and the days where you actually have progress, just knowing that no one is going to help you. No one is going to come and give you the handout. Little baby is not going to one day wake you up in your room and say, hey, come on stage with me. Shoot, no one is going to do that. Shoot, you might see constant out. No one. It's really hard to replicate what Ray did of just being somewhere at the right time and showing enough love to be able to get put on. That stuff's not gonna always happen, and you shouldn't count on it to happen for you. What it is I'm trying to tell you about your dream life, the brutal truth is that you're not gonna have a lot of support in the beginning. So if you're not gonna have support in the beginning, do you think it's still worth it, D? If I don't have support in the beginning, D, do you think it's still worth it? If I don't have the funding, if I don't have this or that, do you think it's still worth it? Yes, I think it's still worth it. I think that you should still chase your dream, because at the end of the day, the long-term goal, the long-time goal of where we're trying to reach is going to be so amazing. You see, going ahead and becoming your own boss, or going ahead and getting that future job that you wanted so much, or going ahead and just achieving whatever it is you set out to achieve, or maybe going to the NFL or going to the NBA, that dream that you truly had when you were a child, that dream that you truly had and grinded your ass off for every single day, is something that you should strive to achieve. It's something that you should want to achieve. It's something that when you achieve it, you're going to feel amazing. Because what I'm trying to tell you is that no matter the hard times, no matter the support that you don't get, you're still going to be able to support yourself. And at the end of the day, if you're a true hustler, if you're someone who truly wants to get their job, or someone who truly wants to go ahead and make it to the NFL, or truly wants to have their own clothing brand, you will put in the work and get there. What I'm trying to tell you is that, sure, you might not receive support, but you don't need support to get there in the long run. The only person you truly need is yourself. If I would have waited on another person to come up with the DTO brand, then I wouldn't have started. If I were to wait for another person to go ahead and show me and give me all the knowledge without going ahead and working that job to pay for it, or going ahead and just finding plays to go ahead and promote my brand, I would not have a brand out right now. So what I'm trying to tell you is that the only way to truly go ahead and achieve what you want is to reach out there and go get it. Is to go ahead and start plotting. Is to go ahead and start achieving your success. Is to go ahead and reach out for it. I always say, if you don't meet your higher power halfway, they won't bless you. And what I'm trying to tell you right now is, if you don't put in the work, if you don't go ahead and say, okay, no one else is going to support me, so I'm going to support myself. I'm going to figure out ways I can go ahead and get a job. Maybe I'm going to get a job. Maybe I'm going to go ahead and sell candy. Maybe I'm going to go ahead and just do whatever it is I got to do. Maybe I'm going to go ahead and figure out a way to go ahead and make money on the internet, or just find some side hustles. Maybe I'll go cut grass for a little bit of money. Whatever you got to do, just get it done. You got to be the person who says, whenever adversity hits, I'm going to go ahead and find that solution. Because if you stop becoming that person who goes ahead and says, I'm going to overcome each problem, and you decide to go ahead and just find your finally stopping point, and you hit your stopping point, you won't get anywhere. So what I'm truly trying to push to you today is that the brutal truth behind trying to achieve your dream and chasing your dream life is that you're not going to have a lot of support. The only person who's going to support you is you. And the ways to go about that is to just say, okay, because you could do it alone. I'm doing it alone. Well, I was doing it alone in the beginning, but once you go ahead and you start getting halfway, that's when you're gonna start to receive some support. So at the end of the day, you're never gonna know when you're halfway. You're never gonna know when you're actually at the dream until the dream truly comes to you, until you see the success, until you see the progress. That's when you know you're finally there. But I would say you know you're halfway when you go ahead and you see people starting to reach out to you talking about your brand, or you go ahead and you see people trying to actually help you get to where it is you're trying to go. That's how you know you got halfway. That's how you know you've been doing it right. So at the end of the day, if you go ahead and you struggle and you grind without support to get halfway, that's when some people gonna want to support you. They're gonna want to ride the wave. Of course, they see you going up. So go ahead and allow them to sort of ride the wave and to support you with the funds and support you with the love, and to go ahead and take it all the way in motion to achieving your dream. So what it is I'm trying to come on the camera and tell you is that you don't need support to start. You don't need validation to start. You don't need anybody but yourself to start. At the end of the day, this all started with me going ahead deciding that I wanted to go ahead and inspire people on camera. So I went ahead and came on camera. So what it was I did, I came on camera and I vented my feelings. And not only by venting my feelings, I came and decided that I wanted to go ahead and inspire people to do better, because I wanted to do better myself. And so boom, that's how the channel got created. That's how we got 200 subscribers. That's how we have, even the DTO brand. At the end of the day, your greatest asset is your mind. So use your mind to get where it is you're trying to go. Don't ever say, I can't do this or I can't do that. The only reason you can't do it is because you don't have the knowledge to do it. So go ahead, pick up a book. Go ahead, pay for that course online. Pay for whatever you need to do. Go ahead and pay to invest in yourself, because you can not only invest in assets, but you can invest in yourself. You got to become your own asset. Like I have a video on become your own asset. Go watch it. At the end of the day, what I'm trying to tell you is that all the people in the world that you see that have achieved success, maybe like Elon Musk, maybe like all the top entrepreneurs, or everybody that's at the top of the world with the corporations, they all started at it alone. Well, not even alone, but they probably had a group of friends and then it broke off and maybe it became just them. At the end of the day, what I'm trying to tell you is that if you don't put in work alone, if you don't go ahead and put in the hours, if you don't have integrity to work when nobody else is watching you, then you won't get far in this world. You won't go ahead and achieve your dream life or achieve your dream unless you go ahead and put in the work and put in the hours. There's no way to shortcut it. There's no way to go about moving around it. There's no one is going to go ahead and give you a handout, and don't beg for it and don't count on it. That's what I'm trying to push to y'all. Also, like I was saying about integrity, you know what they were trying to teach you in school? Integrity to go ahead and do good when no one was watching. Now you need to go ahead and put in work when no one is watching, because you're your most powerful when nobody knows your moves. You're your most powerful when nobody can say, okay, he's doing this, he's doing that. When nobody knows your moves, they don't know anything about you. You're an unknown variable. When you're the wild card, nobody knows what to expect, and people fear the unknown. So what it is I'm trying to tell you is to just go ahead and grind and keep it silent. You don't have to tell anybody. You just have to go ahead and work on yourself and work on your craft. What I want to push to you is that integrity also comes in a different way of going ahead and putting in the work that you know needs to be put in without having somebody else on your shoulder. You know, most athletes have a coach. At the end of the day, what it is I'm trying to tell you, when you're on this entrepreneur journey, you have to go ahead and become your own coach. And that's the hardest part about it, I would say. The hardest part about it, I would say, about the dream life, about chasing your dream, is to going ahead and becoming your own coach. Telling yourself that you have to go ahead and put your phone down. Telling yourself that you have to go ahead and not go to such events like parties or like birthdays or whatever you'd have to go ahead and grind, to go ahead and get where it is you want to go. You have to go ahead and become a little bit selfish and have a little bit of sacrifice to go ahead and get where it is you want to go. Also, I want to tell you that it's going to be days where you don't have any progress. So it was days I was grinding and I didn't have any progress. I didn't have anybody watch my videos. I used to have 0 views. And then it went up to 1 view, and then I have 1 view, no likes. And then I went up to 1 view, 1 like, 1 view, 1 like. And then I eventually went to 2 views, and then just another like. At the end of the day, what it is I'm trying to tell you is that you can have no progress. You can have no progress. I remember days I woke up and posted a video and it had no progress. I remember days I went up and I was like, okay, I'm writing something down. I have a crazy play in mind, but it didn't work out. I have a crazy brand play in mind, but it hasn't made any sales. At the end of the day, what I'm trying to tell y'all is that you have to keep moving forward even when you don't see progress. You have to become delusional to know that you're going to make it. You have to become somebody who's not going to doubt themselves, to go ahead and say, I already have the mindset of the person that I want to become. You have to go ahead and say that you already have the mindset of the person that you want to become. And once you have the mindset, you're already there. Once you have the mindset of someone who's going to grind to get there, who's going to go ahead and say, okay, I didn't make enough progress today, so I'm going to go ahead and put in more work, and then I'm eventually going to get there. So go ahead and have faith in yourself and become delusional with the grind. That's the only way you're going to get there. That's the only way you're going to achieve your dream life. So not only do you have to become delusional, but you have to have integrity. But you have to go ahead and accept the fact that no one is going to help you in the beginning. You have to go ahead and say, okay, they're going to ride the wave once they get up there in a little bit of high emotions. But that's okay. I'm going to let them ride the wave. I'm going to let the support come, and I'm going to go ahead and just achieve my dream. Because at the end of the day, sometimes you might have to put your pride aside, a little bit to the side, and go ahead and say, as long as I achieve my dream, that's what I wanted. Okay, so in today's video, we talked about achieving your dream life and the brutal truths for achieving it. And the brutal truth for achieving it is that you not only have to become your own coach with it, you have to have a lot of sacrifice, but you have to not only have a lot of sacrifice, but you have to keep pushing on the days that you don't see progress. And also we covered that you can't doubt yourself. You cannot have any doubt for yourself. You have to always believe that this is going to work out. Each play that you create, you need to believe that it's going to work out. And if it doesn't work out, go to the next play and go to the next play. That's all I do is just go ahead and create plays. And if they don't work out, I go to the next one. So what it is I'm trying to push to y'all is that it's going to be a lot of people who are going to doubt you. There's going to be a lot of times where you don't see progress. But at the end of the day, if you become delusional enough with it, if you stick with it long enough, you're going to get that one viewer. You stick with it long enough, you're going to get somebody that bought your brand. You stick with it long enough, you're going to see support. You're going to see somebody say, okay, his stuff is dope. You're going to see some inspiration. Or you might even say, okay, I want to take inspiration from somebody that's a top creator. At the end of the day, you will get where it is you want to go as long as you become delusional with it. As long as you say, okay, I'm trying to build my mindset up, and you build your mindset up with the person that you want to be in the end. That's how you're going to get there. By just going ahead and fixing my mind and getting my mental straight, that's how I knew I was going to be able to get where it is I wanted to go. By saying, okay, I can't be so selfless. I got to be more selfish. I got to go ahead and put more time into my craft than going ahead and hanging with the bros. I got to go ahead and say, I'm not going to the parties. I got to go ahead and do what I want to do. And once I go ahead and decide that I want to go ahead and just hang by myself and understand myself to a higher degree, and go ahead and just invest in myself to a higher degree by not only buying courses that will help alter my mind, but not only buying courses that will help expand my mind and expand my information, to get where it is I want to go to on my dream. That's how I knew that I was going to go ahead and become something. By going ahead and just saying I'm going to bet all on me, I'm going to go ahead and go all in on me. That's the only way for you to go ahead and become something in this life. So if you're chasing your dream, you not only got to go all in on you, but you got to become your own coach. You got to keep going on the days that you don't see progress. You got to understand that in the beginning, no one is going to support your career. And that's just the brutal truth of it. They're going to ride the wave at the top once they see it take off. But in the beginning, that's all you. It's all you. It's going to only be you at the beginning, at the foundation. But everybody going to want something when you get to the top. That's what I'm trying to tell you. All right, DTL family. I hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you did, go ahead and subscribe for me and hit the like button. Let's get to 5 likes. If you want another video, because I keep doing daily videos. If you want another video, let's get to at least 5 likes. All right, I'm going to catch y'all.
To make the unknown known.
Start trying to have people look into your life. Start trying to have people look into what music you make. Start trying to have people look into what clothing you making. Start trying to have people look into that new designer designer brand that you just had come out. Like, whatever happened to that? Whatever happened to us being those people whatever happened to us having dreams, man?